Hello, everybody. Thanksgiving is here, and the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, wanted to give you a traveling podcast, let's say, to talk about Thanksgiving, the most important time of the year. First of all, we want to thank you for your support. We want to thank you for making us Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. In addition, Arizona's #1 lifestyle and real estate podcast. So today, I'm not going to get too much into real estate, just because Thanksgiving is a time to reflect on things that truly matter. And we joke about they're saying, hey, it's time to reflect on what truly matters, like finding the perfect home. Yay. Okay, we know this. But what truly matters is making sure that, especially the past couple of years that we've had with the media and the elections and all this stuff splitting people up, it's time to kick back and just reflect on what's truly important. God, obviously, is the top of that list. But you know what? We all have disagreements and stuff. I'm sure some of you have those family members that may disagree with you politically, and they're still irritated about everything and how it went down. But the fact of the matter is that it's great to disagree on stuff. It's how things come together. And you know what? If you can't agree on something, then move on from it and talk about other stuff, because there's 50 million other things that are most important. Also, keep in mind, too, which, I don't want to be a downer here, but you just never know when this is going to be the last time you're all at a table together, eating, hanging out. And 10 years down the road, you might disagree with somebody, and then they're no longer here, and you're going to kind of wish they were. So kick back while you're driving, while you're listening to this podcast, and just think about, you know what? It's just not worth it. I can't help it that, my aunt or uncle, or my mom or dad or sister or brothers, whatever, don't think the same way you do. It just doesn't matter. What matters is building those relationships and making sure that gets on to the future. Now, Arizona real estate market around the holidays is incredible. This airport here, I'm telling you, is packed. This town is packed. So, for those of you who listen, you know we have offices here: Flagstaff, Prescott, Sedona, Payson. We handle the whole area. Me personally, I'm down here in the Phoenix area. I handle Phoenix and Payson. My sister handles basically Black Canyon City North, Prescott, Flagstaff, Camp Verde. And we are going to have some new podcasts, plus video podcasts starting after the first of the year. So we're going to amp some stuff up, and we want to get you more involved. I do thank you guys for the emails and texts that you give me about subjects. But next year we're going to start going live, and I think we're going to have you able to phone call in if you want to talk, and we're just going to make it more of a professional, I say quote unquote professional, like you would expect. But anyways, so Thanksgiving's here, and it is time it's a perfect time to sell or buy. Now, I don't want to get too much into real estate, so real quick, let me just tell you why it's a great time to buy or sell a home in Arizona. Okay? Twinkling lights, the smell of fresh baked pies. Oh, and let's not forget, 70-degree sunshine. Now, for those of you that are maybe bracing for a winter storm back east, I'm sitting in t-shirts and shorts right now. I've literally got a t-shirt, shorts. I've been outside a couple times today already, took the dogs out. It is absolutely beautiful. In fact, almost to a point I might have to throw some sunscreen on, but it is absolutely great. Kids are at the park, and and when you walk by neighbors' houses, you can smell everything being cooked, which is even better. So, but the season has a way of making homes feel magical, and the magic is exactly what buyers are looking for. So buyers, you're rolling into town, whether you're coming here to Prescott, Phoenix, Paradise Valley, Chandler, Gilbert, Peoria, wherever it is. Buyers, feel the holiday magic. Now, I know some of you are like, well, I'm going to sell my home. I'm going to wait till after the holidays because, we're busy and I don't think people are shopping. Trust me, your serious buyers are out shopping. The people that are doing their thing, that they're not doing it, but the ones who are really looking for a house are out shopping for a house, and they're ready to pull the trigger. So looking for a home during the holidays is like unwrapping a gift early. You never know what gem you're going to find. Homes are decked out with holiday cheer. It's easy to imagine your own family creating memories there. Plus, when you walk through the neighborhoods during the season, you get a peek at how your future neighbors celebrate. Are they the Clark Griswold level. We all know Christmas Vacation. Do they go out and decorate every square inch of their home, kind of like me a little bit? Or are they the hot cocoa and carolers types where, maybe they have a little music playing, they have some hot cocoa outside, and like, hey. And by the way, there's a couple neighborhoods the kids set up hot cocoa stands at night. It is absolutely a blast to do that. But anyways, you'll get a real feel for the lifestyle you're moving into. The people that are out there kind of doing the fun stuff, you can just kind of get a feel for it, okay? Sellers, serious buyers, plus holiday cheer equals sold. Thinking about selling during the holidays? Squash the myth that it's a bad time. They're not only out to browse, they're the real deal and ready to make a move. And here's the fun part. Your home dressed up with holiday lights, smelling like cookies, it sells itself. Hosting Thanksgiving or showing off your tree trimming skills, people love that. Those touches make your home feel like one to the buyers. They come in and they can actually get a feel for it. And let's not forget the snowbird relatives. They're coming from, some of you are listening to this in Ohio or Kansas, and I know it's getting below freezing, but guess what? 70 degrees. You've got to love it. So let's make it happen. Give myself, Stacey, my sister, a call. Don't let the holiday hustle keep you from making your real estate dreams come true. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or just chat about the market while enjoying leftovers, we're here for you. We want to make sure you have an incredible Thanksgiving. And again, thank you for making the Grandon Group Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team and the Lockbox, Arizona's #1 lifestyle and real estate podcast. So we're going to make this a season to remember. 2024 has been a great year. And again, we are so thankful for so much stuff. One of the great things about celebrating in Arizona is, within an hour of anywhere, you can be in 4 seasons. You can be in Phoenix. I tell everybody we have 2 seasons in Phoenix. We have summer and spring. That's it. But if you go up north, Flagstaff and stuff, you've got your 4 seasons, which makes it really great, and you're less than an hour and a half, 2 hours away tops. So whatever you decide to do, Arizona is a great place. The lifestyle is fantastic. I mean, my neighbors right now are out swimming. I can hear the kids in the pool. Night times are great. Everything's lit up downtown Scottsdale and Phoenix. We went to the Princess Hotel the other night, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's a ton of stuff to do. So, anyways, take Thanksgiving, and again, this is about you and your family, and again, we want to thank you. So, hey, let me give you a few Thanksgiving facts. I was just reading stuff on Thanksgiving because, now's the time of year, the kids are in history class, and you're reading about the Pilgrims and Plymouth Rock and all that stuff. But the first Thanksgiving Day was celebrated in 1621. And it's funny because when you talk to people from out of the country, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. This is a U.S. deal. But yes, 1621 was the first celebrated Thanksgiving Day when the Pilgrims sat down with the Native Americans and broke bread and had a fun feast. And just can you imagine today when you come out and you look at houses, you go in people's backyards, you're like, oh, look, they got a garden. They're growing 1 head of lettuce, 1 corn cob, and maybe some jalapenos or something like that. Can you imagine in 1621, you started planting stuff in the summer and trying to get to fall, and you're having pumpkin, you're having squash, cabbage, and then wild game. Just it'd be wild. And now today, your house, my house, everyone's house, or apartments, condos, whatever they are built on these spots where they celebrated Thanksgiving. Just wild to think about that. I don't think it's happened yet. I think maybe tomorrow, but I wouldn't expect too much with this particular president. But the U.S. presidents pardons a turkey every Thanksgiving. Haven't seen it done yet for this year, but every year there's a turkey that's supposed to be pardoned. It's just part of the tradition. That turkey, actually, they get turned loose to a sanctuary, and they get to live their life out without feeling like they're going to get put on someone's kitchen table. So here's another thing to think about while you guys are getting ready to travel to Arizona and have some food and turkey and gravy and mashed potatoes and maybe meet the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Did you know that Thanksgiving is the biggest travel day in the United States? So not only airports expecting, they said something like 81 million travelers this year, the roadways and the airports absolutely packed. So it's changed a little bit because of school schedules. So some people left Monday and Tuesday. Some are leaving today, which is Wednesday. Travel day, Thursday, is usually pretty light because people are already at their destination. But Thanksgiving is the busiest time to travel. So take a little extra time. Also, stock up a little bit more money because you can bet that gas prices are going to get stuck out there. And then this is another thing, too. The traditional Thanksgiving meal has not changed much since 1621. So that was the first Thanksgiving when they celebrated it. But we still do the same thing. We still got the green beans. We still got the squash, the pumpkin pie, the apple pie, the pears, the pecans, and the turkey. So there's always been adjustments, and I know some of you make some incredible dishes. In fact, if you have ideas, send them over to us. We'll post them, and we'll even try it. My wife will gladly make some of the recipes you send over. So I disagree with this one because I think it's more. But American people eat over 280 million turkeys every Thanksgiving. 280 million turkeys will be on someone's table. Isn't that crazy? 280 million turkeys. That's Americans. So this is just the kind of stuff that we don't think about on a day-to-day basis. How do you raise 280 million turkeys in a 10-month span to send out to be eaten for Thanksgiving? It's crazy. So those are just a couple little Thanksgiving facts I thought some of you might like. So the other thing too is that Thanksgiving Day is an annual national festival in the U.S. and Canada celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. So we here in America believe that the Thanksgiving celebration was based on that 1621 harvest feast shared by the colonists, the Pilgrims, basically, of Plymouth Rock, and it was an Indian tribe called Wampanga people. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I messed it up. So every year it keeps going, and we still try to maintain the real essence of Thanksgiving. But, the most important thing, again, is family. And just make sure that stays with you. So, while you guys are driving, flying, doing whatever it is, the Grandon Group is here all weekend. We are going to take tomorrow off and enjoy time with our families, count our blessings, and give thanks to you guys who make it possible for the Grandon Group to be Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. So listen, you got a ton of choices out there to make. Get out there and just, if you got questions regarding real estate and investments and stuff, find somebody you can trust. Somebody that makes you feel good. Everybody can always find somebody. You're sitting at the airport and you start talking about real estate and you're like, oh, that person's pretty smart. But the fact is, find somebody who is going to look out for your best interest. We've got a lot of clients that have been really happy over the years. Just getting the good advice. I mean, and it's funny because we'll go into a meeting and the other realtors are like, why'd you talk those people out of buying a house? And we're like, we didn't talk about buying a house. We just gave them the advice, and it showed that, one, they don't want that area, they don't want that price, or maybe it's not their time to buy. Also, keep this in mind, too, that you do own a house. So, renters, happy Thanksgiving to you. But keep in mind, as you're sitting there at your Thanksgiving table in your rental house, that you own a house. You're just buying it for the landlord. Let's fix that and make it for you for next year. So you guys are going to see a lot of wealth. I think the next 4 years are going to be absolutely amazing. I think 2025 is going to be absolutely amazing. And as of tonight, we've already have Christmas music going. The house is decked out and stuff. But after tomorrow night, we are full-blown Christmas. We are going to be less than 27 days out from Christmas. So we'll get out and make sure you get the kids out to see the lights. Get them off those iPads. Get them out, show lights, drive through the neighborhoods. There's a ton of free stuff to do, so you don't have to pay for absolutely everything. It's just important to get that extra time. I know a lot of you are tired when you get off work, but it's important that you just take a break, throw the kids in the car, the wife, the husband, whatever it is, and drive through the neighborhoods, spend some family time together, and look at some of the lights. It's funny, too, the neighbors ask, one of the ones that don't put up lights, why do you put up lights? Well, and they're like, are you doing it for you? And I'm like, well, yeah, I do it for me because I'm really into the holidays. I do it for me, but when I start thinking about it, I do it for the kids, and I do it for the other people that are not my family that, somebody drives by and they just see it and it just gives them some sort of inspiration. That, to me, is what Thanksgiving's about. Okay, you guys have a safe trip. We're going to start a new podcast here for December 1st. Oh, hey, we have a very special guest coming up here next week. For those of you that have not seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra, we are going backstage and we're going to be interviewing somebody special from back there. So we'll be on our podcast next week for the December kickoff. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. Actually, eat as much turkey as you want. Get out there. Be safe. I'm Jason Grandon with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, now brokered by My Home Group and Fathom Realty. We are nationwide with international reach. Hey, you guys have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving.